Hey everybody, it's Bailey Wiki, and it's been a while since we've done a DC20 episode, but I'm joined by everyone's favorite DC20 Foundry developer, Patrick. Hey, Patrick.
Hi, hello everyone.
So we've got some really cool stuff to show you guys today. But if you are not a DC20 player, if you're playing on another game system, especially if you're playing on D&D 5e or Pathfinder, Patrick's been working on something interesting that you'll want to see. We'll cover it at the end of this, so stick around to the end, and you can see there's something that you might be interested in for your game system that basically Patrick developed just by doing really cool stuff with DC20. So stick around for that. And the other thing I wanted to announce is we've been talking to Coach, and we're going to start bringing in the magazine content. So if you've been subscribed to the Dungeon Coach magazine, we're going to be pulling that content into Foundry. We're looking at this will be premium content. We're looking at doing maybe a series of modules, Foundry modules that will contain this content kind of ongoing. But if you guys have any ideas, first of all, if you're interested in that, let us know in the comments that you're interested, and also let us know if you have ideas on how you think we should package it up and make it available to you guys. There is a ton of content. We'll have to chunk through it over time, but Patrick and I have been going around on how we might best do that. So again, if you guys have ideas or suggestions, or if you're just excited about the idea of getting magazine content, let us know. Anything to add to that, Patrick?
Yeah, I think you covered everything. So yeah,
Okay,
let's see
cool.
what they say.
Yeah, I'm really excited. There's some really good content in magazines, and we're looking forward to bringing it into Foundry. Okay, so we've got a couple of things to cover today. We're looking at one of your worlds, and it looks like you've got some of my maps here in the background, which is awesome. So let's talk about kind of the first thing on your list. Now, this is all new to me. I'm looking at this with fresh eyes with all of you guys. So let's pick the first one off the list. I've got equipment slots um, with the character sheet. What does that mean?
Yeah, so I'm not sure how familiar you are with DC20, like the PDF version of the character sheet, but you can find equipment slots there.
Hmm.
So it was something that was missing from DC20 version. So before your equipment looked like this,
Hmm.
and yeah, you could equip some stuff here, but yeah, nothing would. There is no reflection of how it looks in
Hmm.
the PDF. So
Hmm.
now you have this new button over here
Hmm.
that will show your equipment slots.
Nice.
So as you can see, it's I'm not sure if that's the prettiest way, but that's the
It's
the
the way
way
we've
that
got
I
right
did it
now.
for now.
It's a
Yeah,
version one. I think it's great.
yeah. Looking at token hotbar in the near future, you will see that
Hmm.
based on feedback, a lot of things change. So for now, that's how it looks. As you can see, you can equip and unequip items
Hmm.
either here from this
Hmm.
drop down menu, or by just dragging and dropping things
Great.
on this. Yeah. Also, you can when you equip something to
Hmm.
the specific slot, as you can see, it will suggest you what slot it should go to. It depends on how the item is configured
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah.
But
So
you can, if
our third
yeah,
party content creators should know about that in case they start building a bunch of items and want to take advantage of that.
yeah, exactly. And also, if you really want to equip this gauntlet as a head, you can just drag and drop, and it will work as
Oh,
well.
okay. So even if
So
it wasn't
it's
set
not
up that way, you can override it and stick it where you want.
exactly, yeah.
And you can wear a glove on your head. That is great. Okay.
Exactly. So if you equip the uh, specific slot,
Hmm.
you can change it just by equipping another. You don't have to unequip one and equip another, so it
Yeah.
will remember what slot it should go to and just change it.
Nice.
Also, if you want to add some, maybe you have that feature that gives you 4 hands. You can configure that with a macro for the item,
Oh,
but you can also configure it here. So you can
okay.
add more equipment slots as a weapon. And as you
Excellent.
can see. we can add another head,
Of course.
and yeah, it works like this. Then
Love
in
it.
edit mode, you can remove those additional slots. So that's covered.
Very nice.
So system allows you to do that if you want to modify how it looks like.
Fantastic.
So yeah, so for now there are some icons as placeholders here, but yeah, I assume, yeah, I'm sure those are not final, so
Fair enough. Okay,
we
great.
will change.
All right. So now we've got a new item type, Fusion.
Exactly. So it goes a little bit into our us releasing DC20 magazine content.
Mhm.
So I created new special item type called Infusion. Uh, let's create one. Maybe I cannot think about anything right now.
Fair enough.
So icons something. And as you can see, it has a description.
Mhm.
Uh, it's you can configure it pretty much the same way you configure any other item,
Mhm.
but you have this special tab over here in Fusion
Okay.
that allows you to configure. So maybe Infusion is not the best name for it, because it's
Mhm.
more like a magic property.
Okay.
That's from DC20 magazine number 2, I think. So you can select some tags
Mhm.
for the infusion, and you can configure what is copied. So I have few infusions already prepared on that
Okay.
character. So as you can see, I created dark vision infusion
Mhm.
that requires attunement. So
Mhm.
the item that will be infused with that magic power will require attunement, and also it has copy effects configuration toggled on. So when we take a look at effects of that item, you can see that we have dark vision effect that does something.
Mhm.
So it gives us dark vision. And now we can select go to any item, go to advanced tab. There are two ways to add infusion.
Okay.
Sorry for being so chaotic. So there is infusion that works like the one described by Artificer, so you have to spend mana,
Mhm.
but you can also just add infusion to the item by dragging and dropping the magic power on it.
Okay.
So I can just drag this dark vision, drop here, dark vision was added, and as you can see, dark vision effect was copied to that item,
Mhm.
and now when I attune to that item, you can see that my dark vision went to 10.
Great.
And I can remove that property at any point,
Mhm.
and now there is no option to attune to it anymore. And yeah,
Do you have to have the item equipped, or is it just in your inventory?
uh, so by default, how the item work, you get those effects when you equip it, but
Mhm.
you can easily disable that by just let's add this dark vision again, or maybe add some other property. Maybe let's add, okay, maybe dark vision, because yeah, that's the single one that I have linked with effect.
Mhm.
So you can just disable
Ah,
this option,
I
and
see.
now
Great.
it will always work. Like
But do you still have to have it attuned because that's a requirement, but you don't have to have it equipped,
yeah,
right?
correct.
Okay.
So attune.
And unequip.
Okay, I guess I need to check it again.
Right after you made the change.
Okay, now it works. So I will check the specific scenario, because I not tested attunement but without equipment. So
Mhm.
that's something I will add to my notes. So
Great.
yeah, one quick fix before the release. Nice. It's
Love it.
better now than after.
All I
uh,
do is add value. It's my
correct.
job.
Okay. So now let's see some other infusions. So maybe we will take a look at Cold Strike.
Mhm.
So as you can see in the configuration, it has charges. Chargers are configured as always here on the use cost tab. And it also has enhancement called Cold Strike that will consume 1 charge. And now you can see that we copy enhancement to it. So that's why we created it. And when we add this Cold Strike to the weapon and we attack, you can see that Cold Strike is here. It will consume 1 charge, but it will add 2 cold damage to this attack. We missed, but now we crit. So as you can see, 6 slashing plus 2 cold.
Love it.
Plus saving throw against slowed condition. So you will be able to create those powers and then just use those to create magic items. Multiple magic items with the same power if you want to. So that's how magic powers work in DC20. So you have a lot of properties and then you can just drop them on your items and make it bigger, stronger. So yeah, that's
Amazing.
pretty much. We can make content from Magic Items magazine. We can create those infusions and just use those to create items, to allow players to create items.
Great. So we can make this stuff and make it available to everybody. This is great. I mean, and you get such good storytelling capability when you are, upgrading equipment, things like that. So
yeah, you can find a magical smith that will infuse your weapon with living fire or stuff like that. Okay, so version of infusion is our Artificer Infusion. So maybe we will work on that now. So when you infuse, I don't know how much I can say, but yeah, I think that was said in the public live stream. So Artificer works in the way that when you infuse the item, you lose some of your mana until the item is not infused anymore. So we will create just a simple healing potion. So we will use healing infusion, select this empty vial. As you can see, we lost 1 mana, 1 max mana. And when we drink that, this one is this infusion is with consumable tag. So if it's consumed, then the infusion is removed. So we will drink that, and our mana is back.
Awesome.
If we infuse the item with this dark vision, we lost our mana. And if you don't want to have this infusion anymore, you can just remove it from here and our mana is back.
Cool.
There is more. You can infuse item with, let's say, dark vision, give it to your friend. So let's open transfer window and give it to Ronin. Okay, transferred. And let's open this as well. As you can see, we have only 7 mana. We had 8, but we infused the item. Ronin has this item now, but he doesn't like it anymore, and he wants to remove that infusion.
Wow.
So yeah, your mana goes back to 8.
Fancy. This is why everybody wants an artificer in their party. That is cool. Wow. So they don't even have to remember. They can just delete it wherever that item is, and it will give the mana back to the artificer.
Yeah, that was the goal with infusion when I was creating that item slot, item type. Because I'm playing with one artificer, and it can be pain in the ass. So.
Oh yeah, boy, gosh. Okay, so let's talk about these token hotbar improvements.
Okay, so first thing you can notice is I should have image of the token hotbar from previous version, but you can notice that buttons changed a little bit, how those look and its location. So now the more useful buttons are on the right side and are more visible, are purple now. and the less useful ones are on the left. And filter or some token
autofill. Yep.
autofill.
Certainly useful. You just don't use it
Configuration.
all the time.
Yeah, and now there are some more buttons added. So first, it's move action. Right now, it's everywhere. This button to make a move action. So you have one on here on your token HUD. Now you have one here. So it's really hard to forget about that button. Let's jump to this character. So now it will subtract its move points. So as you can see, we have 5, and you can see that we were using those.
Right.
Another thing that is useful and was added to the hotbar is help action. So you can make a help action directly from here, and it will add you this new help die. And there is button to end your turn, and it has a hotbar. So I think that by default it's configured to dot. Yeah, exactly, to dot. But you can also configure it. I will go to that later.
Okay.
There is button to open rest dialog, so that was already here. Now rest dialog will show your current HP, so it's also useful when you spend your rest rest points. There are also two additional buttons here. So roll, check, or save that replaces this big drop down that was here before, and roll use basic action. So now it's much easier to find what you are looking for. Those are separated in the specific boxes, so we can make an attack check. The same thing for basic actions that were not present on the hotbar before. Now they are.
There they are.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also notice on the core tab, there were a lot of, maybe not a lot, but at least few people were saying that it's hard for them as a GMs tell their players where they can find basic actions. So now I hope it will be easier. with this huge button over here. So that's pretty much the same thing.
Right.
You can still mark those as favorites, and those will be added to your core tab. So all the same functionality is still here.
Great.
Only with some new UI.
Excellent.
So another thing I was asked about, it was about key bindings. So with macro, you have those key binds. You can configure those.
Yeah.
So Hotbar had no such functionality until now. As you can see, I already configured few keybinds over here. So when I press 1, my arcane sigil will pop up, 2, and all that. So now you can go to settings, to the system, not settings, sorry, to configure controls and to DC20. And here you can see end turn keybind and all the other keybinds you can configure however you want.
Nice.
So you can configure hotbar with key bindings.
By the way, did you ever add macro support to that, where you can just drag macros in?
So I planned to do that, but I changed my approach recently. So now when you have no token selected, your
regular macro bar comes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Or if you select too many tokens, you will have your regular macro bar. So you can still keep your macros as a GM to do some stuff. But
that's great.
Yeah, because the problem I had with that, with adding macros here, was that characters, every hotbar will be different. So if there are some macros, it's not really that useful to keep them on the character itself. It's probably better to use it here. And also in DC20, you can, if you, for example, had macro to Divine Smite in D&D 5e, in DC20, it will be already configured, and it will be an easy configuration on the using the item macro, not the regular macro. So you don't need character specific macros,
All
at least
right.
from my perspective.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, great.
So there were a lot of improvements on the back end of the on how some things works. So it will be most visible to people that are working on some custom macros. It
Mhm.
should be easier for them now. I hope, at least. But yeah, so I was updating to the style of version 13 of Foundry.
Mhm.
So you could probably see that those dialogues look
Yeah. Yep.
like straight from Foundry now.
Yeah. Right.
So I did the same thing for the GM menu, and also I added a few more functionalities.
Nice.
So first thing is damage calculator. So as you can see, uh, so in DC20, it was always painful to calculate falling or collision damage.
Mhm.
So now you can just
Great.
provide fall distance, and if uh, it's uncontrolled falling, you can toggle that. If it shares damage, you can toggle that as
Mm.
well.
Yep.
And also you can ask for acrobatic check, because in DC20, if you succeed on acrobatics check, you will reduce damage by half. So
Mm.
let's
Great.
ask for acrobatic check for this player. We are awaiting result. So he rolled, he failed, so it's still 4 damage for
Great.
him. But
So
let's make
convenient.
sure he succeeds. So 4 damage and a lot of advantages. Also, this window changed as well.
Yeah, it sure did.
If I think it's now much clearer.
Mhm.
So spending AP to gain advantage or disadvantage it's moved here
Mhm.
to the modifications
Mhm.
part. Before it was stuck here between
Right.
roll level, and yeah, it wasn't so convenient. There are help dice were changed to this drop down, so you can add some
Mhm.
or subtract some dice.
Right.
So now we will succeed, and the damage was reduced.
Great. So cool.
Uh,
That's great.
okay, another thing is help manager. So that's just a simple uh, dialogue that allows you as a GM
Mm.
add help dices directly to
Mhm.
the player. So maybe we want, yeah, we have D12
Okay, so just
help
select the
dice added.
player and then you can give them the help dice.
Exactly.
In what if you had
Yeah,
two players selected? Would it not work?
it will add it to both of
To
them.
both. Okay, great.
So D10 with duration of combat, and we
There it
have this
is.
D10 here.
That's easy. Great.
Yeah, so it works the same way that condition manager does. So
Hmm.
this one was showed before. So
Yeah, and I hope you guys are paying attention because we're looking at some of the functionality that Patrick's created for other game systems, which we'll get to that by the end here.
yeah, so role request also got some changes. Now you can provide some specific advantage that was just from the GM as a gift,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
disadvantage
Mm-hmm.
if you hate that player.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So let's select Kraken against DC12 roll mode public,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be a physical save, and we wait for his save.
Great. Yep.
And as you can see, when we uh, run roll level check, we
Mm-hmm.
have advantage free from GM modification.
Mm-hmm.
Succeeded, so we are fine.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I think that's all when it comes to GM many
Yeah,
improvements.
the level of polish that we've got here is really high. This is just quality of life stuff. I'm really impressed. Okay, so that's our GM menu improvements. I think we've got one more area, right?
Yeah, I think sustain.
Yeah, sustain.
Improvements on sustain, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's clear that. So right now, so before when you were using sustainable spell,
Mm-hmm.
let's roll Bane, for example. If you lost this sustain, you had to remove effects manually.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, uh, let's apply this Bane to our both targets.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move to another round. Uh, why isn't it asking me to sustain this? Were we in combat when I was doing that?
I don't
Well, dobra,
know.
okay, so I can just drop it from here as well without the dialogue.
Ah, okay.
And as you can see, Bane was removed.
Nice.
Uh, maybe we were out of combat
I think you're
before.
right.
I will check that later. So yeah, now when you have Bless or Bane or stuff like that, and you drop sustain, it will
Mm-hmm.
automatically disappear from other other characters that have that effect.
Yeah, that's so helpful. Trying to remember sustain, which for those who don't know, it's like concentration and 5e is huge.
Yeah, so
Great.
I think that's all.
That's pretty good. That's a lot. Okay, so tell me about what you've got going on here. For those of you who want to support Patrick directly and are playing other game systems, he's been working on some of the GM tools, I believe, that you guys just saw and being able to deploy those into other systems. So maybe unpack that a little bit and tell us what you're planning on doing here as far as your Patreon and how to support you, and then what you're planning on doing with these like this module, for example, and into the future.
Yeah, so when it comes to my Patreon, it's not much right now, but
Hmm.
I'm working on some standalone modules to Foundry
Hmm.
based on my knowledge that I received when working on DC20. Also, for people that want to see some sneak peeks before everyone else, I also release some videos on the things that I'm working on currently. So if there is something like, for example, this equipment slot, my patrons saw video about that a little bit earlier. So yeah, that's another benefit if someone wants to support. But maybe I will show you based on my no my skills that I
Yep.
gain
Right.
during working on the C20, I decided that I will move some of those GM tools to be system agnostic. So I will show you shortly what I did so far. So here we have our GM tools.
Hmm.
Uh,
And we're in a 5e world now.
exactly, we are on 5 word.
Hmm.
We can select some player, and for now, I plan to support 5e and Pathfinder 2e.
Right. Good
We
choices.
will see what future will bring, but I will also expose some tools
Mm-hmm.
so people can create modules to support some other systems.
That's
I think that
fantastic.
there. I think that one of those. I think that's Combat Hat or some other hat uses that system as well.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
So
That
it
is a
will
good
be
example.
similar to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what tools do we have right out of the gate here?
So right now we have role request
Mm-hmm.
that is configurable per system. So we can configure role DC if we want to. If not, we can leave it empty. We
Mm-hmm.
can select players, and this is 5e. So we have some
Yes.
ability checks, saving throws, and skill checks. So let's make it dexterity save.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, it will await result because it will pop up on our player screen.
Yep,
So
there it is.
it uses sockets to communicate. So he will roll with disadvantage, for example, and we will receive the result that he failed.
Great.
Another thing is rest request. So the same thing, we select
Mm-hmm.
our player, ask
And what do
him
you
to make
hold
a.
down shift to select multiple players? I assume you can
Uh,
select multiple in that
no,
scene.
you can. Maybe I will just duplicate it.
Hmm.
I mean, you don't even have to have those on the map. You can
Hmm.
just click here, open this request, and you can just click on those.
Okay, great. Oh, click and then it just toggles them on and off. Great. Fantastic.
Exactly. So intelligence save, and there are 2 intelligence saves
Love it.
here. Another thing, save request, same stuff. It
Hmm.
will just open dialog for your player
Hmm.
because there are questions often. Where do I rest? There is also condition manager.
Oh, yes.
So that's something that I think can be useful.
Hmm.
So if you have players that you want to apply the conditions to, you
Hmm.
can just select them, click burning, and they will burn.
Hmm.
If you want to force them to make a roll
Hmm.
before you apply this condition, you can
Yeah.
select specific roll, select DC, and now when I click restraint, for example, and go to the other window,
Hmm. That is so
he
good.
failed. So restraint was applied. Maybe frightened. Situational bonus. Let's make it 100. So we will make sure that he succeeded. He succeeded, so nothing happened. He is not frightened.
Amazing. You see that, folks? All this hard work on DC20 and everyone else is going to be able to participate in the fun. So how do you plan on doing this, Patrick? Is it these are, I assume, premium capabilities? Is available now? It's
Uh,
October 22nd,
s-
2025.
so it will be available soon
Hmm.
as early access to my patrons,
Hmm.
and then in the future I plan those functionalities. Those will be free.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. And then as you
we will.
develop it further, those who are supporting you will get early access to new features and
Exactly,
love it.
exactly, and yeah, we will see what future brings for this module or some other. I'm open to suggestions of what else could we bring from either from DC20 to
Yeah.
standalone world, or maybe some modules that you really want to see.
Yeah, well, hopefully that gets people interested in checking out the DC20 system, if nothing else, just to see what it's capable of and see if you guys identify something you'd like to bring over. I mean, I'm just thinking of all the stuff that you've built into DC20, like just being able to, swap items back and forth, and there's just all kinds of stuff, uh, loot NPCs, I guess you call them.
Hmm.
But there's just so much over there. So, guys, check that out. I will link to Patrick's Patreon here in the description if you guys want to jump in and start supporting him here early. And in the meantime, I'm really looking forward to what you're doing because across my community, we have every game system there is out there, but certainly the vast majority being 5e and Pathfinder 2e. So this will be great to see some of the good work translating over to them. Well, with that, this is exciting news. Let us know again in the comments, everybody, if you're interested in this magazine content coming out. If you have particular ideas about content that you've seen that Coach has been putting out that maybe is a priority for you, let us know all that. Here and on Discord as well. And we'll be gathering that up and coming up with what we think will be make the biggest impact for you guys here, maybe this year and then going into next year. And with that, Patrick, thanks for all the work. This is great. Awesome updates. I mean, the level of polish here is second to none. I think I can definitively say that DC20 is one of the top, it's got to be one of the top three game systems for Foundry. I'm kind of biased and might even call it the top game system. So we'll let everyone else fight about that in the comments. But in the meantime, this was good work.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Anytime. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Patrick.
Bye.
Bye.